Hello, I'm Steve Farouk of Finextra and we're here at the Swift Business Forum and I'm with Neville Roberts and Gary Manning of Planixs. So Gary, Neville, thank you for joining me. Gary, first question for you. The upcoming regulations in July, how much is the industry prepared for them?
I think that what we're seeing is we're speaking to a lot of banks at the moment, and you can tell from the banks that they are now really beginning to take this seriously. They have the details of the requirements around reporting to the PRA. The reporting requirements are getting changed, modified a little bit from time to time. But I think generally that they are coming up with a way of dealing, a way of being compliant, but not really taking the full value of the information that's available from a real-time perspective. So their compliance will be because they look at the end of the day what happened today, rather than look in real time what's going on and genuinely in control of their intraday exposures and the credit usage that they're taking. So I think that a lot of banks will struggle to get the information to bring it together. I think is going to be a bigger challenge than they anticipate, because I've tried it myself, and I know that it's a big data challenge, and that's why we're working with Planixs. I joined Planixs to provide those solutions.
Neville, is this a business issue or a technology issue in the way banks should respond?
So I think ultimately it's a business challenge. So being compliant, getting the insight you need. How do I fund the bank? Am I compliant? How do I look at my liquidity buffers and reduce them? It's a business challenge, but in order to solve it, you need the right technology to solve the problem. So this isn't as easy as take my technology I've had around for 5-10 years, use that and try and create the tool sets to be able to give that insight. You've got data on one hand, you've got insight on the other. Being able to translate one into the other needs a new type of technology that probably hasn't been around that long. Our technology's only been around about 4 or 5 years. And using that to solve the problem is what you need. So I think a lot of the banks are trying very, very hard, but if they're doing it the wrong technology, they're going to be trying for a long time. You need a different type of technology to be able to do that. Once you do that, you can move to the more batch view of the world, which will have a view at the start of the day, a view at the end of the day, and start to get that granularity around where am I every minute of every day with the requirements I need in terms of funding and liquidity, and being able to take actions during the day. And only when you take actions during the day can you get that true insight and turn that data into insight to take those actions to actually improve the business in terms of liquidity, compliance and risk.